Okay, good morning students. After the examinations again we are resuming normal classes. First, before examinations we have seen autotrophic nutrition, photosynthesis and how the food is made. Now the food is consumed by the other organisms. So the organisms which are consuming the food which is prepared by the autotrophs, they are called the heterotrophs because they are depending on the autotrophs directly or indirectly. As you know already, heterotrophic organisms, different kinds of heterotrophic organisms are there. Some organisms directly eat plant and plant bodies, so they are called herbivorous. So some organisms eat the organisms which eat plants, they are called the carnivorous, and some organisms will eat both plants as well as the plant eating animals, they are called the omnivorous. So now today we will see the process of heterotrophic nutrition in unicellular organism and in multicellular organisms also. So what is the process, how they obtain, what is the method of obtaining organs and systems and availability of the food, everything. Okay, each organism is adapted to its environment. Okay, so the form of nutrition depending upon the type of availability of the food material as well as how it obtained by the organism. So suppose for example grass is there, grass is that is a stationary, food is available, the organism has to move towards the food source, that is grass. Or some sources are, they are movable, for example you can say, but obtaining the method, so depending upon the source obtaining methods also different. As you have seen, different variety strategies, different variety systems, adaptations will be taken by the organisms to take the food nutrition. Okay, these, now today we are discussing about the heterotrophic nutrition, and in the heterotrophic nutrition already you know that as I told you just now, herbivorous, carnivorous, omnivorous, decomposers, parasites and symbionts. Suppose some organisms take food directly and inside the body they digest. Some organisms they digest, they divide the molecules outside the body and take. For example, decomposers. Decomposers means all the fungi you can take, bacteria you can take, molds you can take. They decompose the food outside the body and after that they take inside that. And that, for example, yeast and mushrooms and all will come. And some organisms take inside, and inside the body they start breaking the food into simpler substances which can be absorbable. That way they do inside the body. So for that purpose the body adapts and the body makes structures according to that. And some organisms take food by killing the other organisms. So that may be parasite, that may be pathogen. That doesn't mean all the parasites are killing. Some parasites they kill and take, decompose ones anyway already dead one, but some will kill and take. Okay, even big animals also. And some organisms, only depending upon them, they cause damage to the body and they take the nutrition. And they are the parasites, bacteria and all. And some, especially one important example is one dicotyledon plant. No dicotyledon plant takes as a parasite, but one of the dicotyledon plant, it depends upon the other plants and it sends its rhizoids like structures inside the main plant and it takes the nutrition of the main plant directly and it completely develops its body. That plant is called the cuscuta. Cuscuta means Hindi amarabeli. You can see on any hedges or anything or any big plants, some of the wiry like structure starts growing on that. So wherever the wiry like structure you see, you don't feel that is a plant because you won't see any leaves and all, but the wire starts coiling around the main stems of the plant. Slowly the main plant will die because the plant is Cuscuta, that is the parasitic plant, dicotyledon, it is taking food directly from the main plant. So that is why it is killing the main plant. So that may be, so that different variety of nutritions. So now let us see the main nutrition of the higher organisms or lower organ, two types. So types of heterotrophic nutrition, whatever the steps are there. Actually this type of nutrition is called holozoic nutrition. In holozoic nutrition there are different kinds of steps are there. One is ingestion. Okay, first step is ingestion. Ingestion means taking inside the food, inside the body. It depends upon the size and structure adapted for ingestion. Suppose small particle you are taking, big particle, depending upon the size of the food particle. Okay, we will see about that. Amoeba, paramecium, just small we will see. Hydra. Amoeba you know, paramecium you know, Hydra. Okay, amoeba is a protozoan, paramecium is a protozoan, Hydra is a coelenterate. Okay, first ingestion means taking the food inside the body. After taking the food inside the body, what will be taken place? That is called the digestion. What is the meaning of digestion? Just if you see, complex, large sized, insoluble and non-diffusible. Non-diffusible means that is directly cannot be taken, that size of the particle. So non-diffusible polymers. Polymers means same molecule repeated and made a complex molecule. Organic compounds. So what are the molecules? It has to be digested, either proteins or fats or complex carbohydrates, etc. They change into, so what is the digestion? They will be broken into simpler molecules which can be absorbable. So that is the simple, small, soluble and diffusible monomeric. So in the digestion, polymeric compounds are converting into monomeric compounds, organic compounds. So suppose what is the complex monomeric compound? Protein. First you take one protein. After the digestion, this polymeric organic compound will convert into, this is also organic only, monomeric compound of amino acid. Protein converts into amino acid and carbohydrates converts into monosugars, glucose. Same way fats converts into fatty acids. So proteins, fats and complex carbohydrates are not absorbable directly. During the process of digestion, they will convert into absorbable forms of the monomeric amino acids, monosugars, simple sugars, fatty acids. Okay, and it is takes place with the help of digestive juices, which are secreted inside the body then and there, requiring by the digestive system. Okay, they are released by the digestive enzymes. These digestive juices are released by the digestive enzymes, produced by the digestive glands which are there in the body. Okay, next one, digestion is, first of all, maybe digestion may be intracellular, means that means inside the cell. Inside the cell, only intracellular means, suppose if you take anything if you take food coming inside, this is only one cell. Intracellular means inside the cell. So for example, protozoans means single celled organisms or sponges. Okay, now other one is intercellular. Intercellular means inside the body cavity will be there, cavity or alimentary canal will be there, and in that alimentary canal food will be taken, not single cell, it is a group of cells and system is there inside the system. So higher animals like man and all, they do in intercellular, intercellular. So digestion is a catabolic process. What is the meaning of catabolism? Catabolism means breaking down of the complex molecules into simpler molecules. Okay. Now let us see absorption. Okay, food is digested either intracellular, and now the food has to be taken by the blood. That is called the absorption. Taking inside. So absorption means already simple molecules are formed, diffusible and nutrients pass through the wall of alimentary canal. Diffusible means which can enter into the body inside the alimentary canal through the blood, into the blood and lymph. Okay, the process we will see. What is the process? How the food, digested food, will be taken by the blood inside the intestinal walls, either by the process of diffusion or by the process of osmosis. Both are either diffusion. Diffusion means it can be in the gases, it can be in the liquids, it can be in the solids, whatever it may be. Diffusion means moving the molecules or particles or molecules from atoms from higher concentration to lower concentration. So inside the body glucose is more, then automatically blood is having less glucose, the glucose molecules will be taken by the blood. So that is one example. Osmosis means liquids or water molecules moving inside and outside. So through or dissolved molecules through water, that is also comes under osmosis. So two processes, either diffusion or osmosis, and maybe just diffusion and osmosis are without spending any energy. Other is there, some molecules cannot simply diffuse, that has to be taken inside, that molecule also taken inside. So they will be taken by using the energy. What is the energy? ATP energy, adenine triphosphate. So that energy, using energy, taking the food inside, that is the active process. Okay. So how many, so bigger molecules which cannot be simply diffused through cell membranes and all will be taken by, for example, this glucose, amino acids and all diffusible with the active process. Some are the passive. Passive means diffusion and osmosis. After taking the food, and body uses the food, for what purpose it will use? Is taking the food and using the food is the assimilation. Okay. Now anabolic process by which simple nutrients are metabolized to synthesize the complex macromolecules like proteins and polysaccharides, fats, takes place inside the body. See, it's a very funny thing. First of all, taking the food with the help of complex molecules in the body, and they will be digested into simpler molecules. So breaking the food molecules is catabolism. Till now we know anabolism is only done by plants, synthesis, making. So photosynthesis is making and synthesis. But you know, after catabolism, our body also does anabolism. How? The molecules are taken inside the body. They are simpler molecules. Amino acids are there, glucose is there, fats are there. Now they are in the cell. Inside the cell, again they will be converted into carbohydrates, proteins, fats. With the simpler ones, they will be converted into complex. Then the cell structures, cell growth, cell repair, making the antibodies, everything done by that molecule. So this process, assimilation and taking, that is the anabolism. Okay, takes place inside the cell. They help in the growth and repair of the body. So now last step is egestion. Egestion means after whatever food is assimilated and absorbed, after that the left out food will be in the waste material, like that will be sent out the body, that is expelling of undigested food in the form of fecal matters, and which also contains sometimes excess of water and digestive enzymes which is not digested by the body, sent out. Okay, let us see next video you will see nutrition in amoeba.